Welcome in, Greg Ruff and Kelly Quigley, one of the, actually the newest coach at Trevecca. Actually, Kevin Carroll's been hired since you, but you are the newest coach of the newest sport, which is Stunt, which I have learned so much about, and I feel like I know that much of the mountain of Stunt, but I've learned a lot about it, and it's kind of intriguing. And on February 2nd and 3rd, I will get to see it live. We're having a little bit of a test run before then, but get to see it live and in the competition. And for those people who haven't seen Stunt or don't know what it is, give them a brief 1, 2, 3 on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Stunt was derived from cheerleading. They essentially took the difficult components of cheerleading, your stunting, your pyramids, your tumbling, and put it into a 4-quarter game to allow for more athleticism in the nature of cheerleading. And it's a 4-quarter game just like any other sport, but instead of competing on the mat and the next team comes on, we actually compete head-to-head. So both teams...
That's something that I did not
Yeah.
really... I probably knew it, but it didn't really sink in until recently. Both teams are competing at the same time, but not like in...
Not
stick
a
and
cheer
ball.
off. Yeah, not a cheer off.
but you're both, and you have judges.
We have officials that are scoring.
That are essentially, I call them judges, but they're officials that are scoring it based on meeting certain criteria.
Correct. So it's
Are
again.
there any Russian
yeah.
judges? That's my stupid joke.
I hope not.
Yeah.
But yes, it is head-to-head. Both teams are on the floor at the same time. As you go through the quarters, again, your first quarter is just going to be stunting. Second quarter is going to be baskets and pyramids. Third quarter, jumps and tumbling. And then fourth quarter is all three of those combined in a routine. Each quarter has various levels of difficulty from 1 all the way up to 8. 1's going to be your easiest routine. 8's going to be your most difficult.
So you guys decide what it is. You're kind of similar to gymnastics in the Olympics, where you have different levels of what did you say?
Difficulty.
Difficulty, and you report that beforehand.
No.
Oh, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's where kind of strategy comes in with
Okay.
Stunt. If I know that we're really good at a certain level and maybe the team we're playing against isn't, if we have possession, I'm going to go ahead and call that level first. And possession switches in Stunt. So based on the coin toss, you can either start with possession in the first half or you can start with possession in the second half. And possession switches back and forth.
Okay, so whoever has possession going into a quarter gets to choose what level it is, and then the other team has to match that? Okay.
Yep,
All right.
and
Well, so
both
that
go
is
out on the
strategy.
floor and do that
Okay.
level.
See, I'm learning stuff even now about it. That's even more intriguing about it. Reminds me of I started watching the Tour de France in cycling, and I just thought it was a bunch of people
Riding
but
bikes.
there's so much more into it than that, and that's what I'm learning about Stunt, too,
Yeah.
which makes it intriguing. So what else, when people come on February 2nd and 3rd, what do you want them to do? How should they respond? Where do they sit?
So we're going to have hopefully we're going to find out in our test run today. We're hopefully going to have lower bleachers open, the upper bleachers open. They can sit anywhere they would like. The home team, us, is going to be on the entrance side of the gym. So if they want to sit,
side?
the lobby side. So if they want to sit on that side to be closer to us. But mostly it's just going to be get loud. It's super entertaining, and our team
You want
definitely,
cheering. You
yes,
want
yes,
all that kind of stuff.
absolutely. Our team feeds off of energy, so we always try to have a really hype sideline. That's something that we practice in practices, keeping up our girls.
The
Yes.
benches are on the inlines.
Yes, they
basically
are.
of a basketball court, on the baseline of a basketball court.
Yes. So if the crowd's loud, the crowd's energetic, that definitely feeds into us, and I do feel like we perform better and do better with a nice crowd. And it is very exciting to watch. You're going to see flips. You're going to see difficult stunts. You're going to see tumbling. You're going to see a lot of things that you don't traditionally get to see.
Athleticism.
Absolutely.
You have to be athletic to compete. I've
Oh,
watched you guys
absolutely.
enough to know that I'm like, I don't know
Absolutely.
that I would want to be doing some of the stuff y'all are doing, because
Yeah.
it's like throwing people up and all that kind of stuff.
The team they're great athletes. They're very disciplined. They are very committed. I have never seen a group of girls that genuinely wants the best for not only themselves, but the team as a whole. And it's just been amazing to kind of see our progress from when we started. No one had ever competed in college stunt, and here we are. We have 21 girls who are established and kind of ready to take the floor.
So the conference, it has been approved for the NCAA as a sport. The conference, the Great Midwest, has several teams, I think 8 teams now, and did a preseason poll, and you guys were picked second. How does that happen? You guys have never competed before, never even competed. I competed once, and the other coaches picked you second. Why?
Again, I think it just goes to show the dedication and athleticism and just, again, dedication that this team has displayed. They have never really let off in our fall season and our spring season, preparing, trying to get up as high as we can on our difficulty levels, really trying to clean up execution-wise because that's how we're going to be scored. And again, like, we just feel very humbled and lucky and blessed that other teams see us as an established program, and we ranked ahead of teams that have competed in previous years. And
now
it's
you
just
got pressure, though.
Yeah, now we do have some pressure, but it's just exciting for the girls to show that, like, all of their hard work, like, not only me is seeing it, other people are seeing it too.
Yeah,
and we just hope that as we start to compete, we can own up to that number 2 title. So.
All right. Kelly Quigley, Stunt. They compete February 2nd and 3rd right here at the Trojan Fieldhouse. You can get tickets online right now at tnutrojans.com. Thank you for watching on the Great Midwest Digital Network.